Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And today is a Eiffel store. I have so many names of stores in my head. Is an Eiffel store project share, and I've also got a little bit of a personal haul with a couple of projects from that. And also at the end, I've got a couple of new stencils, and so going to use those with my new stencil brushes and see what they look like. Right, so I used for Eiffel store the rather boxy, chunky, moosey looking deer. That's what I'm going to call it, a moosey deer. It's really cute. If you actually go to the web page, you'll see it's done in really dark retro colours. And the same goes for this one. I think this is done in black, cream and red. So I've lightened that one up a bit. And I've used some of my Creative Path ephemera. And talking about Creative Path, I'm going to be up with a design team haul on Monday with some of their new release. So first up, using my favourite tag, which is this one. This one's the largest in the set, and previously they'd sold out and they'd bought those back and they did them really tiny, and I don't know why they did that, but you can get them full size again now. So that's like one of my favourite tags. So here's my little moosey deer. Isn't that gorgeous? He's a little bit of blush on his cheeks because, as I say, look at the website. It's really dark, very retro, kind of very, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost atomic. Yeah, almost atomic in style. But I made him a little bit paler, a bit quirky, and put some of that blush on his cheeks, just below his little tiny red dots there, and some white gel pen there and on the nose. But isn't that cute? I just think that's lovely. Wood grain background. I think that's Craft Consortium paper. I'm not sure. It might be. And if it is, then I will have gotten it from Joanne. But that is my first one. And I'm going to be able to measure him because he's now made up. So I'm pretty much built him the same as the website. And from the top there down to the bottom, it's 4 inches. So just really cute. And I think that ephemera just sets it off. And here's another one that I did. This one is the Christmas tree. And I think this is black on the website. So here's what I did with it. I went pink and I used my gold metallic pearls because, as you can see, it cuts out holes and you can put different colour baubles back into it. But I decided I wanted a bit of dimension, so I popped my gold metallic pearls on there. Baker twine here and on here is from Dollar Tree, and there's that Creative Path ephemera again, just making it look pretty. Now if you look at the background, that is a stamp. That's not scrapbook paper. That's one of my old stamps. I said I was going to start getting them all out and using them. But I just inked the background stamp because this is a layering stamp. And I think I used Kitsch Flamingo, Victorian Velvet and mustard seed. So I thought that would make a nice sort of, you know, pretty snowflakey background. So that's that one, and the width of that tree is, I've got mine at a jaunty angle, 3 3/4 inches, and then the height is almost 2 3/4 inches. But isn't that cute? I like that. Yes, very simple. When you get your hands on a pile of ephemera, making stuff is so easy. I mean, it really is. It's just layers upon layers upon layers. Using ephemera, stickers and cardstock stickers is one of the fastest and easiest ways to make a card. So those are my Eiffel store projects, and now I'm going to show you my little haul. I'm just grabbing it off the table here. And also, I think I need to get the stamp platform out because I think I need to show you this. It arrived. Yes, my gingerbread cookie recipe stamp. Isn't that gorgeous? I just absolutely love it. If you're somebody who's doing all your gingerbreads at the moment, I mean, that's perfect as a background or just as an inclusion in a card, because I'm pretty sure that that recipe works. It looks about right. but it's a great size. I'm going to measure that for you, and I think we should stamp it, make sure it works. And I'm going to say it's 3.5 inches because it's cut sort of wibbly wobbly by 3 3/4 inches at the most. So I got that. And then I also, because you know me, I love colour swatching and slides and stuff like that. So I got this kind of like brush stroke tag set, and you get lots of little tags and you can layer them up. And I have got a couple of samples that I did because I had to play around, and I did that one and I layered it up so that you can see the back there. It's just something to put into one of my journals, and I can stamp into there, and I cut the smallest one. Isn't that sweet? Just really, really love that. And I use those Project Life cards. Yeah, whatever you do, whenever you're in Tuesday morning, if you see them, they can be super, super cheap. And here's one of them. They're just great for doing card toppers and all sorts of things. If you like vintagey stuff, then seriously, Project Life cards. And then next up is the slide, and I did a couple of samples of this, and that cuts and it folds in half, and you get an extra frame, and you also get a little inner piece. And I did this one, which is using one of the sticker tickets, and I also cut one of the butterflies out, but that's what that looks like. And I also, from Ollie's Outlet, got myself a punch, and oh, hang on, I think I found it. I think it was $1.99, but it works really well. But it's got a small hole, because usually hole punches, they've got quite a big hole, but this is quite a small hole. So I was really pleased to get that. I mean, if you're going Ollie's Outlet, it's a great place to get all your coffee and stuff. It's really cheap. So I did that one. And as I said, that was using the tickets. These are the tickets that I hauled a while ago, and they are stickers, but they're just absolutely gorgeous. They come in 3 sizes in the pack, so you've got your large, your medium, and your smaller, but printed beautifully. And if there's still any of those left, I'll link them below. So I'll just move those out of the way. And then my next little slide that I did, I used my new stencil, which is what we're going to use in a minute, and do it in a different way. And that's the little window that cut out of there. And I just did a fun, cute one. So I could put just a little cute stamp or something in there. And you can make these holes go all the way through, and you can hang it as a tag. And then the next thing that I got both of them. These are bookmarks, colour swatch bookmarks, and you can see the score line there in the centre. You cut them, you fold them, you can do all your ink swatching and everything through, or you can just put little images there, and you've got your string, and it's a great journal bookmark. Put your washi tape samples or something. And then this one is the other one, which cuts out differently. Like that one cuts out a hole, but this one doesn't. And you could, if you wanted to, sandwich both together and loop it and just have a really big one. So really pleased to get those. And last but not least in the dies is this, the Petal watercolour palette. And there it sits on the base, and once again it's all about swatching, because you know I love colours. There you go. Yes, gorgeous thing. And then what we're going to be doing is using my 2 new stencils, which are these. So I've got the small dot flurry, and I've got the larger one. So I'm going to clear my space away and pause and come back and stencil. Right, so here we are. I've just put down a sheet of white cardstock. I've got my stencil brushes that I hauled the other day that I showed to you. And I'm thinking Halloween, so I need to make a background. So I want Dusty Concord, carved pumpkin, and I'm going to use black soot. So first up is I'm going to use the large one. And I'm just going to put my basket there, I think. And I think you should be able to see what's going on here. And I'm going to get one that I used the other day that looks very purplish. These are those stencil brushes I showed you. They are absolutely awesome. And I'm taking the lid off of my dusty Concord and I'm just sweeping backwards and forwards, just loading the brush up. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tamp it up and down. Now, we did do this the other day where I just swept it sort of, you know, paintbrush style, which you can do, of course. And I also went round and round and round like this. And then you get a really nice solid circle. See? So there's a purple circle. And I'm going to do a paler purple. Because that's the beauty of these little stencil brushes, is it's basically staying pretty much within the lines. And once again, I haven't fastened it down, and this is a quick demonstration, and that one looks a bit orangey, so I'm going to use that one on my carved pumpkin. And I'm just getting some ink up there, and let's see what kind of Halloween style backgrounds we could create with this. Now I'm going quite close there, you can see. I'm going to do that one as well. So I went in quite close to my purple, and we're alright. And we're going to start losing some of the colour here. I'm going to do that one as well, and that one. Yes, why not? See what we can make out of this. And then I'm kind of like fading off there with that one. So I'm going to stick with just those two small ones there. Did I just say two? I meant few. So I've done that little bit, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to, excuse me for going off mic, bring in the smaller one, which is the flurry of little bubbles. And I'm just going to lay that over there. I'm going in with black soot, and in here I should have a brush with black on. Yeah, there we go. I've just got them all stuck together in that Dollar Tree basket, which is absolutely perfect for them. I'm just sweeping up my black again off the pad. Of course you can use regular distress inks, which will be a little bit more transparent, and now I'm just going to go completely over that area. And we're going to find out in a second exactly what we've got. I'll just go around and around until I've got no more ink left. So I don't mind using a lot of black actually when I'm stenciling. I think it looks quite effective because I've also got my my Posca paint pen here, which is pretty cool thing to use on things like this. So hopefully I haven't slid around the table too much. I'm going to lift that up. Ooh, isn't that lovely? Oh yes, I love colours. There we go. Now if I get my Posca paint marker, give it a good shake. I love these things. I've covered these before. And just think about where your light's coming from. And if my hand is in the way, I do apologise. But I'm just going to Posca mark some of my dots because I think they need it. And of course, I always go quiet when I'm having fun. I forget everybody's there or anybody's watching. But what a great way to create a fun Halloween type background. I absolutely love that. So I think I should stop now before I start getting totally carried away. Ah, yes, love it, love it, love it. Just add more dots. Yes, wonderful. There we go. The joy of colour. Yes, indeed. I'll put that in there because I think the two go very complementary together. So that is the stencils. Isn't it lovely? And now I'm going to get my stamp platform. I'm just going to pause and let's do that gingerbread stamp. Right, so I'm back. I've got a sheet of white cardstock. I know that my platform needs cleaning. And I've also got my 2mm fun foam, always saying that. Use your 2mm fun foam, get a perfect stamp every time. Down goes the gingerbread. Try not to hit my camera. Make sure it's stuck to the lid. I'm using Versafine Clair in Nocturne. And let's get some onto that stamp. And let's have a look at this, because I sincerely hope it stamps absolutely beautifully, because you can just use this on everything. I'm just going to rest the lid there for a second. I just rub it gently, you know, I'm not doing sort of like CPR on it or anything. And let's see what we got. Is there anything missing? Maybe not enough pressure down here on that little stamp, so I'll just push my finger there and see what happens. And I think that's it. Let's have a look. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely gorgeous. You can get your markers out, you can colour in your little gingerbread. I got magnifying glasses that I got from AliExpress, so I can see really minute detail, and I could actually colour that in and do the little cherry on top and everything. But what a wonderful, wonderful background for all of your Christmas gingerbreads, or just to insert on the inside of your card. So anyway, it was an Eiffel store project share, and that is what I made, and I shared my personal haul with you. As always, I thank you so much for watching. You have an absolutely awesome day, and as usual, all links below. I'll be back tomorrow with that trio of autumn dies, and let's see what I made. Bye.